Good afternoon. So I lost internet, so I went over to Buddy and Steph's to reconnect, and then I thought, well, I would check for eggs. She thinks she may have a snake. It's probably the same snake that I have, and so I opened the door, looked in, no eggs, and thought, And she said they hadn't been laying a whole lot either, but she was pretty sure she had a snake. Well, I feel the same with my chickens. It's so hot right now. Oh. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. Maybe I need a nap. So I go from the chicken coop and close the door, and then I notice all the chickens were coming to the edge. Like, it's like how they would, like mine act when they see me out there. It's like, let's go get her. She's got food. And I know they filled up all their containers, so hopefully I wouldn't have to do anything, right? Okay, so good. But I thought, well, that's kind of sad. They're sitting here looking at me, wanting me to. Honey was making a throw up noise. You know, that's throw up noise. It's like, squirrel, you got to take care of it. Anyway, I tossed them in some food through the the fence, and then I thought, well, I'll check their water. Well, the last time they were out of town, the waters were on, I don't know how any way to explain this would be, like, their coop is long. Any of you guys that watch Buddy and Steph and watch me, you know that their coop is long. And it's in the pasture in a way that on the left side of their coop is kind of, I can see the left side, and the driveway, Mom and Dad's driveway, would be the right side. Okay. Well, the last time that I had to check anything, their waters was up against the fence on the left side. And I didn't have to go in to look at, because the water hose is on the left side too of their garden. So, I could just go to the edge and I just would stick, because it's chicken wire, right? So I'd stick my fingers in, and I can't do it with both hands, but I would just keep turning the lid with one finger and kind of pry it up and look for water, and use just so I didn't have to go in the chicken coop. Okay, well, this, for some reason, they've changed where their water is at, and it's on the other side, and the garden is on the other side, and the grass was really high. I'm thinking, I don't want to walk through that tall grass to check the water, so I'll just go in the coop to check the water. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I go in the coop, and at first I thought a limb was rubbing against my leg, like popped my leg, because she's got a couple little trees in there. And then I looked down, and it wasn't a limb, it was a rooster attacking me. And I don't know how to show y'all. Oh! Yeah, so he got me. Here I go. I can't even get that one. Right there. That's not very big, right? Just a little. But look at this other leg. Oh my gosh. I sent Steph a text with a picture. I didn't even realize it till just now that this leg was bleeding too. I sent her a picture of that leg with that little scratch. And I said, you have a mean rooster. And then Buddy called me back. Steph was driving, so she couldn't actually answer me. And he called me. And he said that was the rooster they got from Bree. And it was always attacking Bree and the kids. So now Steph has it. And I said, well, I couldn't. He said, did you see that tote in there? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that's what we use. And he said, when we go in, we just grab that tote. And the minute he comes running at us, we shove that tote down on top of him. And then we do what we have to do. And he's inside that tote and can't get out. And I said, well, I hit him with a stick. And I was trying to kick him away, and he just kept attacking. He was, as Levi would say, he was patacking me. Was he patacking me? Levi doesn't say attack. He says patak. That rooster was pataking me big time. And I picked a stick up and was swinging it like at him. And it hit him, and I thought, well, he stopped for a second, and I thought, oh my gosh, I must have hurt him. Well, I'll eat that rooster before they get home if that hit killed him. But it didn't kill him. He come back at me in a few seconds, and I used that stick like I don't know, fanning it back and forth until I walked backwards out that gate. Oh my gosh. I'm not going back in there. Anyway, I was able to check their water, and the water was completely full. Buddy said he topped it all the way to the top, and it was way still at the top. But I was thinking it's been so hot, but it's still, they'll be home before they'll need water. Praise God, I'm not going back in there. I just realized I'm more injured than what I thought. And you know, we're older, so we're not as agile as we used to be. So when I come out of there, I was like, my back is hurting so bad. I'm thinking, Rosie, I'm thinking, that I must have twisted my back somehow in my fast movement to get away from the rooster. I've got 3 roosters, and I would gladly take them. I'm thinking I'm going to take them up to Ralph and see if he wants. I never really cared to have a rooster. Everybody says, oh, don't you love to hear them cock-a-doodle-doo in the morning? Nope, I don't care. I love to see my hens happy and unbothered. I don't like to see their feathers completely gone out of their backs. I just want to, and one beats up the other 2, so the other 2 don't really mess with the girls too much, because when they start to mess with the girls, the one comes across fast as lightning and beats them up. And then I've got so one's the older one and 2 are younger, but they're still grown roosters. Just one's been around longer. But the red rooster, which is either a Rhode Island red or a production red, I don't remember. Stop it. He came with all my hens. He was supposed to have been a hen, and as he got older, he was accidentally put in. He's a rooster. And he kind of is not very nice either. I kind of have to watch him out of the corner of my eye, because sometimes he runs up toward me. When I turn, he don't, see, that's the thing. When I turn around to face off with him, he don't back away. He stares me in my eyes. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna have a mean rooster. And then I go over there to Buddy and Steph's, and they have a mean rooster. Anyway, all is fine. Their rooster is fine. I would have cooked him if I had injured him with that stick, but I was not. Look at me. And you never know, because you know that's all the chickens use are their feet, their feet, their claws to dig with. That means I guess I need to go put some alcohol on my leg, or peroxide, because I don't want chicken poop or something to be inside my skin, make it infected. Anyway, I'm fine, but it was not a fun thing. And I was just thinking about it a while ago. I was thinking, well, I've been attacked by that rooster, and I've got one that acts like he wants to attack me, but hasn't got the courage yet to do it. So I'm just thinking that sometime this week, at night when they're asleep, I'm going to go get them and put them in a kennel and take them to Ralph and let him do with them. One don't have hardly any feathers on his. One of them doesn't have any feathers, because the oldest one and then this production red one, they tend to pick at him the most. So his woman that was with him, because they were raised together, they were like hatched at the same time with nothing else. They're old enough, and she lays eggs now and everything. She's basically just one of the hens, but her tail feathers have not come back in. And I don't mean rooster tail feathers, big fan. I'm just meaning the little swoop up tail feathers of your hens. She don't have any. And I keep thinking, when are her tail feathers going to come back in? Anyway, so I think I'm going to be getting rid of my roosters. And I think Steph needs to get rid of that rooster. He was a pretty rooster. He might be... He was small. I don't think he was Bantam small, but he was small. Anyway, I just thought I would tell y'all that was funny. Mom and Dad were supposed to have had their stuff delivered yesterday, and the men start working today, but they got backtracked. So I think they're bringing the stuff today and starting tomorrow. So it's like 2 days behind, kind of. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Other than that, not much else. Anyway, I guess that's it. I was just going to tell y'all that's funny. I got attacked by a rooster. Alright, love you guys. God bless y'all. We'll see you later. Oh, Levi says God bless y'all again. I folded clothes. I did do that. But he's got popcorn bowls and breakfast bowls I have not cleaned up yet. Anyway. Alright, love you guys. God bless you. See you later. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.